welcome to the awakening of I Am Magi-Nation. My name is Sherman, and today I wanted to talk about life and how that life is an act, and as long as you living, you will be playing some role that life plays. And we shouldn't be guilty or feel guilty for the role that we playing now, because God plays all the roles. And what do I mean by that? God's greatest name is I am. And before you can be, you must say I am. So before a gangster can say he's a gangster, he's saying I am a gangster. Before a doctor can say he's a doctor, he must say I am, and I am is God's greatest name. So we see that God plays all the roles. He only acts. So he tells us in the scripture that all things were made through him, even the thing that wasn't made, that was made. It was made through him. So only God acts, and that we shouldn't hold ourselves in these states. Now that we know that only God act, not only thing we should be is feel guilty of not playing the role that we would like to play in life. So we've been playing these roles because these roles in these states are a part of life. It doesn't matter what nationality or what race you belong to, what color your skin is. Life affect everybody the same way. Maybe not in the same circumstance or same situation, but on the same degrees, life still affect everybody the same way on different levels. And what I mean is, regardless of what race or culture you go to, you're gonna always find the same in everything. So you'll find racism in other cultures. You'll find poverties in other cultures. It doesn't matter. Life is life, and life affect us as human beings, not as what culture or what background we have. It's not because of that. Life affect everybody because it has no it's not biased when it comes to itself. It's life. So whatever life has in it, it give us, and we have to pick and choose what we want out of life, and start letting others pick and choose the things that we have. Even right now, a lot of it because somebody chose it for us. And I can demonstrate some things like the job. Most time a person get a job because somebody led them to that job, or a friend or someone, or they knew somebody. But how many times you went out the way to find a job or to do something that made you feel uncomfortable? So it's always somebody leading you to be comfortable. So it easily go somewhere where you already know somebody, but to go somewhere where you don't know, now you feel a little uncomfortable. But most of the time we are led to do things like I'm a cosmetologist and a licensed cosmetologist, and being honest, it was never my intention to be one. I was just pretty much helping the young people around my neighborhood, making sure that the young guys have a nice haircut before they go to school, because I knew how it was for me growing up, and how it was, to have this nice haircut because it represented something, and and then it also did something to you. It's like therapy, because when you look good, you feel good. So I just wanted to keep the young guys' hair up in the neighborhood. And then one day my uncle was walking by. He was like, Sherman, won't you go to school? And then until then, I never thought about it. But then after he did that, I went to school. So I get the license, but now the passion that I had to cut hair is about money. So it's no longer what I wanted to do. Because at first I was doing it just to be helping out, but now it became about money. So when it became about money, it no longer was something I enjoyed doing, because you get all kind of clients. But back to where I was saying about life, life is an act, and I can show you in the scripture where God, he said he plays all the roles. Isaiah 45:7, and I would say a good version of it is the King James Version, and it reads, I form light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So we see that regardless of what is done, it can't be done without the Lord being involved, and without God being involved in it, it can't be done. So now you see that God does out of the act. So we basically misusing God in ways that we shouldn't be. But now that you can play the role that you want to play. So what role would you like to play in life? I know we all got dreams, and if we don't, we should. And we can always refer back to where we was young, and how we dreamed about becoming something one day, and what it was that we desired. Maybe along the way you lost your vision. You thought you lost your vision, but to be aware that you could have, is to be aware that you haven't lost the vision, and that you're still on the track of your vision. It's just some seeds are planted, and they take longer to grow. But we got to remember that life is an act, and regardless of who you are, or what race you are, it affect everybody the same way. Maybe not on the same level, but the same way. It depends. We know it do. It depends all about where your location is and everything. But life is life. So what I'm getting at, if I was placed in that same location, it would happen to me too, as well. It wouldn't be no different from me. So life is affecting us all the same way, because we are human beings. We the only one can recognize it. So let's pick and choose the roles that we want to play. Since we know that life is an act, let's become actors and actresses and play the roles that we want to play in life. And with that being said, I would like to end this video with a thought that every thought is a seed, and we are planting these seeds into our subconscious or into someone else's subconscious. And when we do these things, eventually these seeds will grow, so it'll manifest itself to you. So remember that everything is a seed, and that we should be careful what seeds we plant, because you will reap what you sow. And until next time, let's have a moment of silence.